What's up, guys? It's your girl HeyParis here, and I promised you guys 2 more paranormal story times. Like I said, I only had 1 encounter for like the entire year, which I already told you guys about, and these 2 other, I'm gonna say paranormal with this around it, stories have to do with my sleep paralysis. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know that I do suffer from sleep paralysis quite frequently, actually. And before I start, I want to tell you guys what I think sleep paralysis is. I know there are scientifical like explanations as to why people have sleep paralysis and this and that, but I personally honestly believe that from what I've experienced with sleep paralysis, it feels like you are in another world that is also very similar to your real world, and your mind manipulates what's going on around you because you didn't sleep long enough or had a good sleep or something. I don't know. All I know is that sleep paralysis is weird, and it's like the real world that I live in, my real room, my real living room, my real whatever, but weird things are happening within that room that aren't really there, or maybe they are there for paranormal reasons. I like to think that it's not paranormal because I ain't trying to scare my ass. So no, it's not paranormal, bitch. I ain't talking that shit into existence. But anyways, I normally get sleep paralysis when I've slept 2 times within a day. So if I went to sleep tonight and then tomorrow at like 12 in the afternoon I decide I want to take a nap, within that nap before I wake up I will get sleep paralysis. Like I definitely 100% will get sleep paralysis. I've tried to catch myself in sleep paralysis multiple times. There's have been times where I know I'm gonna take a nap and I tell Cameron, please keep an eye out on me. I'm gonna have sleep paralysis and I want you to record me so that, not even for you guys to see, for me to see. I want to see what I look like, what's going on with my facial features, and if my fingers and toes are actually moving when this is happening, because Cameron has seen me in sleep paralysis before and he's woken me up when I was in it, but I want to see what I look like. I want him to record me. So maybe one of these days I'll take a nap randomly to get sleep paralysis on purpose, and hopefully Cameron will catch it on camera. About 2 days ago I got sleep paralysis, and I was, let me tell you, this is a quick story. It doesn't have to do with the sleep paralysis story that I'm telling you guys now, but a few days ago I got sleep paralysis and Cameron was on the computer, well, the laptop, and I was taking a nap on the sofa, and I was like laying like this, the pillow's here and Cameron's up here, and I'm looking up at Cameron to try and get his attention, to be like, wake me up, because I'm scared, wake me up. Obviously, sleep paralysis, you can't talk, you can't move, nothing. So I'm just seeing Cameron there on the computer, and out of nowhere, Cameron looked at me while I'm in sleep paralysis and started singing, like dead ass singing like an angel. And I'm like, bitch, I know you see me looking at you. Why the hell you not waking me up? Anyways, I get out of sleep paralysis and I'm like, why were you singing when I was trying to get your attention? He's like, I did not sing once and I did not look at you at all. So that's why I think sleep paralysis is an alternate universe that like manipulates your real life but does strange things within your recognized environment. You know what I mean? Didn't it make sense? Maybe not. I don't know. Regardless, I'm gonna be telling you guys 2 sleep paralysis stories, 1 today and 1 tomorrow. I will be wearing the same thing because I will be telling them both today, but I'm splitting it into 2 different videos because they're both going to be long videos. I know I said I'd finish these videos in October, but shit happens. I didn't have internet for how long, and then when I edited the video got deleted, so I already recorded this and I'm saying it all over again because obviously somebody praying for my downfall, but guess what? We ain't gonna make them win, is we? No, we not. Anyways, let me tell you about this specific sleep paralysis. I'm only telling you guys 2 of the scariest ones that I got. This one is less scary than the next one I'm about to tell you in tomorrow's video, but listen to me, okay? So a few months ago, it wasn't a regular sleep paralysis situation for me because I did not sleep twice in that day. I slept once in that day. So I wasn't expecting to get sleep paralysis. Usually when I know I'm about to take a nap, I prepare myself to go through sleep paralysis because I'm like, I just mentally prepare myself. I already know that it's gonna happen. But I wasn't prepared this time because I didn't think it was gonna happen. I didn't even think about sleep paralysis. I just went to sleep, okay? And in the middle of the night, I got sleep paralysis, and obviously, if you haven't ever had sleep paralysis in your life, I'm gonna explain to you what it feels like. Sleep paralysis feels like someone is covering your mouth and holding you down, and there is absolutely no way you can get out of them holding you down. You can't scream, your mouth can't open. The only thing you can do is blink your eyes, look around, and sometimes you can move your fingers and toes, and that's how you get out of sleep paralysis, is by moving your fingers and toes. And even that, I feel like it's really hard to do. But it's such a restriction that, like, for me, I get anxiety like a bitch when I'm in sleep paralysis, because just the feeling of not being able to be free, just the feeling of like an enclosement that you cannot break out of is very frustrating, very, very scary, and just tiring. You feel like you're using all your energy to try and break out of it. It's very, very, very frustrating. So I woke up, but obviously I can't move. I'm looking around my room, which is, by the way, pitch black. I don't sleep with a night light. I don't sleep with my TV on. It's just black. And once I realize I'm in sleep paralysis, I'm like, oh shit. The first thing I think to myself when I have sleep paralysis is, do not think of anything scary. But as soon as I say to myself, do not think of anything scary, I start thinking about scary shit. And the thing about sleep paralysis for me is whatever I think in my mind is exactly what's going to appear in my room. Like I said before, there was one time where I had sleep paralysis in the morning time. I thought about Chris Brown, and Chris Brown was at my door. He was at my door with butterflies flying around, flittering and shit, okay? So sleep paralysis sometimes can be good, but even when it's good, even when I saw Chris Brown and I can't move, I'm like, bitch, Chris Brown, why the hell you up in my room for? Nobody invited you into this, bitch. Like, what is you doing? You know what I mean? It's still scary even when it's good. Even though there's butterflies and everything, no, it's still scary because you can't move. So I'm thinking Chris Brown about to like beat my ass or some shit. Like, it's not a good feeling. Like, although you're Chris Brown, you standing in my door, I can't move, and it's scary. Well, I mean, I thought of Chris Brown. You can't really make out the face, but it's Chris Brown because it looked like Chris Brown, but the face is not very clear. Maybe that's why it's scary. But regardless, so I'm laying in my bed and I'm like, okay, Paris, don't think of anything scary. Do not make anything scary run through your mind. As soon as I say that, I start thinking about scary shit. I start thinking about ghosts. I start thinking about spirits. I start thinking about monsters. I start having flashbacks of The Grudge. And obviously, as soon as I stop thinking about those things, these things start to pop up. So the first thing I saw was at the corner of my room where my TV is, it was a man. I don't even know if it's a man. It's a skinny figure with its shoulders like all the way up here, and it was sitting by my TV like this, and it started rocking back and forth like this. When that happened, I'm like, okay, close your eyes, and by the time you open your eyes, you'll feel much better. It'll be gone. Like, everything will be good. Because again, the only thing I can control when I have sleep paralysis is my eyes, my fingers, and my toes. I also tell myself it's not real. It's not real. So I don't get as scared as someone who might first have sleep paralysis. I have sleep paralysis very, very often, okay? These are just two of the scariest things that have happened to me in sleep paralysis. But anyways, I don't get scared, but it's still a very not good feeling. So I just want to break out of it. So I tried screaming Cameron's name. Obviously, I can't scream Cameron's name. I'm just like that's how it feels to try and scream someone's name when you're in sleep paralysis. I'm trying my hardest to break out of it. I'm moving my arms, I'm moving my legs, and nothing is working. So I decided to close my eyes. I closed my eyes, and when I opened my eyes, why is there a black face with red eyes this close to my face? I was in such a panic that I tried to stop my breathing so that hopefully my body would be like, okay, Paris, you're not breathing. I need to wake you up. So I held my breath and I'm like, please, like, body, wake me up, body, please. It's not working. I would lose my breath, and then I, like, myself in sleep paralysis mode would be like, hey, you need to breathe or else you're good, like something gonna happen. So I would breathe again. I'm trying my hard to make weird breathing sounds, like to try and wake Cameron up beside me. Maybe he'll hear me breathing weird and be like, are you okay, babe? That wasn't working either. This thing is still in my face, and it doesn't have eyelids, but it's blinking. And the only reason why I know it's blinking is because the red eyes are disappearing and coming back, disappearing and coming back. It doesn't have a face shape or anything. It's almost like blackness with two floating red things, but you know it's a face. Now this is where, I don't know, let me know in the comment section if any of you guys have ever experienced this before, because this is where I got really scared. It actually happened to me one time before, but it wasn't in a scary situation. So basically, let me tell you what happened first, and then I'll tell you what happened before. So after I tried to wake myself up and I failed miserably, whatever it was that was in front of me, I felt it grab onto my arm. I felt it on my body. This is not me seeing it. I felt a hand, a cold hand, touch my arm and grab my arm very, very tight, as if, you know, when you go to get your blood pressure, like, and that machine squeezes you, that's the tightness that I felt around my wrist. I felt it grab me, and then I was like in my head screaming, help, help me, Jesus, like screaming, okay? Nothing's coming out. It grabbed me and it pulled me up, and I can feel my body. I can feel my body getting up. I can feel my legs being weak and not being able to stand, but somehow I'm moving. So my hand is like this, and I feel myself being drawn. At first, I felt the hand, but after I started, like, after time went by, I didn't feel the hand anymore, and I didn't see the monster or whatever the hell that thing was. I didn't see it anymore. But I'm being dragged across the room, and I shit you not, I felt my leg, which is limp and not moving because I'm in sleep paralysis, hit the side of my bed. And now I'm being dragged around my bed, and I can see Cameron sleeping. I see my man sleeping in the bed in the same position I left him in before I went to sleep. Mind you, nothing is dragging me anymore. I can't see anything. There's nothing scary going around, but my body is moving around the bed. While I'm being dragged, I feel myself waking up, but as soon as I have the strength to like move my hands and stuff, I would fall asleep like that. Like 2 seconds later, just like that, I'd fall asleep. I start floating back to the other side of my bed where I was sleeping, and I feel something push me. Not with hands, it's almost like a gust of wind push me, but I'm still in sleep paralysis and I still can't move. The way that I was pushed, my head fell into Cameron's back. So Cameron's sleeping and my head fell like this. I'm in sleep paralysis. I cannot move, I cannot talk, I cannot scream, but something just pushed me and my head is in Cameron's back. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so if this is actually happening, Cameron's gonna wake up, because there's no way that my big old self is gonna land on Cameron and he's not gonna feel it and he's not gonna wake up. So I'm like, please God, wake Cameron up. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm still in sleep paralysis, okay? Maybe 15 seconds later, I finally break out of the sleep paralysis and I'm nowhere near Cameron. My head is not on Cameron. My body is not facing him. My body's facing this way and he's facing this way. I was in the same position that I was sleeping in when I fell asleep. So I was like, okay, that wasn't real. It was real because I felt it. It wasn't like a dream. This was not a feeling of a dream. I know what dreams feel like. I dream very often as well, but I can have lucid dreams, okay? I think I have a sleep problem. I have some kind of sleeping disorder because I can control my dreams. I have sleep paralysis. There's a lot of shit going on with my sleep and shit, okay? But that was not a dream. I felt that. It was real. It happened. It was my room. There was nothing different about my room. My leg hit on the bed. And then guess what? The next morning I wake up, I look on my leg. I have a bruise on the same leg that I felt get hit when I was being dragged across the room. So now I'm like, and don't, please, listen, I told you guys all these paranormal stories, and the reason why I don't like telling paranormal stories is because you guys DM me and you guys email me trying to help me. I don't want help. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want, like, please, I don't want no help. Please don't email me about nothing sleep paralysis related. Don't tell me it's the devil. Don't tell me it's monsters or it's spirits, or I don't want to hear it. People DM me, people email me trying to help me, trying to tell me I need to like burn what is it called, sage in my house, and I need a exorcism, and I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it, okay? I'm Jamaican. We don't, listen, I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in none of it. I don't want to hear it. I'm just telling you guys my experience. Just listen to the story. Keep your advice to yourself, please. Thank you so much for having the concern to, you know, email me and DM me about what I should do. But as soon as I see anything that has to do with the story I told you guys, I don't read it because I'm scared. I'm scared shitless. I don't want help. The last story I told you, it happened to me one time and nothing has happened ever since then. So I don't need help getting rid of anything. You know what I mean? And reading emails and DMs, like, it's almost like it happened. There was a ghost in your house. Like, you really, I don't want to think that. I know some of you guys might be like, Why wouldn't you want to get rid of that? It's gone. There's nothing in, like, I don't want to hear it. I'm just telling you guys what I went through. I don't want no advice. I don't want you guys to teach me anything about nothing. I don't want it. I don't. Okay, I truly do from the bottom of my heart appreciate you guys for trying to look out for me and trying to help me, but I really don't want to hear it. I will not be able to sleep for months if I read any of your emails. Because the last time I did a paranormal story time back in the day about my grandfather, I used to read those emails and I could not sleep. And I don't want to read anything else ever again like that. I don't want it. Anyway, so like I said, I woke up. I was not on camera. I was in the same position I was in when I fell asleep. But the leg that I hit when I was being dragged across the room had a bruise on it. The same leg, the same spot, and I was scared. I was terrified. I was like, so was I really being dragged across the room, or like what's going on? My conclusion, and I don't want to hear anyone else's opinion, okay? Let me think my crazy thoughts. Don't tell me about no ghost, okay? My conclusion is that I was sleepwalking. I feel like I was sleepwalking, but while sleepwalking, it felt like I was in sleep paralysis and I banged my foot on the bed while I was sleepwalking. I hope, I pray to God. I'm talking logical, real life, right here situation. What else could it be other than I was sleepwalking? That is my conclusion, okay? I don't want to hear nobody else's conclusion. That's my conclusion. I'm a sleepwalker now, okay? Paris the sleepwalker. There was only one other incident where I actually sleepwalk, I don't know, you choose it. And that was when I was really young. I think I was maybe 13 or 14 years old. And it was I remember this so clearly. It was the first day of school, the night before the first day of school. And my parents were up. And I don't remember anything except for waking up, standing up with my dad holding me by my back and shaking me and saying, Paris, Paris, while I had a cup of milk in my hand. I don't know what that's about, but my mom and my dad were telling me that I walked out of the room and they're like, why are you up? Go back to bed. Like, you got school in the morning, go back to bed, bitch. Your poor daughter is sleepwalking and you yelling at her. My mom was saying she was yelling at me to go back to sleep. So anyways, they said that I went in the fridge, grabbed milk, which I do not drink milk by itself. Disgusting. Washed out a cup. Washed it out. Poured milk into the cup. And then stood in front of the fridge like this. And they were talking to me like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I wouldn't reply. And then my mom took the milk out of my hand. And my dad was shaking me, trying to wake me up. And all I remember is going like this. And going, what happened? What? What? And my parents didn't believe me. They thought that I was playing a game. I was playing tricks and I was ignoring them. I deadass don't know what happened that night. I have no clue. I don't know. That was a long time ago. So maybe that happened again. Maybe it came back. Maybe I sleepwalk and no one ever caught me to tell me that I'm a sleepwalker. But those incidents are kind of different because when I was younger, I don't remember anything. I don't remember getting out of my bed, washing anything. I don't remember anything. My most recent incident now, I saw two red eyes, a thing in my room curled up, and then I got dragged across the room. My explanation, sleepwalking. Don't tell me no different. So this is just the first sleep paralysis story that I wanted to tell you guys. The next one will be tomorrow. The one I'm about to tell you tomorrow is a lot scarier. I have absolutely no explanation for it, and I'm gonna have to turn on the lights in this room in order to tell it. How about that? That's why I made it second, because I actually don't want to tell it, but I promised you guys 2 sleep paralysis stories, and I keep my words. So yeah, make sure you guys follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, all that jazz in the description box down below for your convenience. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you're a sleepwalker. If you think this was sleepwalking, let me know what you think the real explanation is. I'ma skim through the comments. I'ma skim through them. I'm just a little bit. I'm not gonna skim too hard because, bitch, you already know I'm not trying to get scared. Okay, and wait, before we go, I forgot the secret contest. As you guys know, I did a secret contest. The winners were announced. Everyone claimed their prize. I thought that people weren't gonna reply to their DMs, but y'all did. Everyone replied to their DMs. Everyone got their prizes, their money, and now we're going for round 2. By the way, if you cannot take losing a contest, do not apply for my contest. Do not participate in the contest, because the fact that people were being harassed for winning a contest is ridiculous to me. Fake pages going on to people's Instagrams and talking shit about them and DMing them, harassing them because they lost a contest is ridiculous, and I do not stand for it. I'm not here for it, and that's the reason why I always hated doing contests, because at the end of the day, someone is always mad, and they're either mad at me or mad at the winner, and I can't deal with that. That's why I don't like doing contests regularly, and when I do contests, I like doing secret contests because then not everybody knows about it. Only the people who watch it till the end of this video will know about it, okay? And it was very frustrating for me to go through all those DMs to find the winners, so I decided the easiest way for me to do this secret contest, which, by the way, the prize is $100 every single Friday until 2019. One winner every Friday until 2019. You heard me correctly. All you have to do is be following me on Instagram and be active on my posts. And this is not a way of me begging for likes or begging for engagement on my Instagram or anything like that. I just think it's the easiest way for me to pick a winner. Now let me explain to you. Listen carefully. Once you're following me, you're automatically entered into the contest. From the last post that I posted, which was my Halloween costume, if you like or comment my Halloween pictures or any pictures after that, not before that, after that. So if you look on my Instagram, you'll see me in my Halloween costume, and there's another Halloween costume with me with like a glitter skirt on. Not the glitter skirt. From the next picture onwards, if you comment or like any of those pictures, I will choose one person from the comment section or one person from the like section to win the $100 every single Friday. Now, since it's a secret contest, that means not everybody is going to know that this is going on, which means there are going to be people who don't see the end of this video who are going to like, and they are going to comment on that post or post above that post. But when I DM you guys, if you are the winner and I DM you, I'm gonna DM you WTF with a question mark, okay? Just WTF. Your reply has to be FTW. Your reply has to be FTW. Then I know that you know about the secret contest. And if I send a DM to someone and I say WTF with a question mark, and they don't reply back, or they reply back and say, huh, or question mark, or what did I do? Then I know they don't know about the secret contest. But if you're watching this right now and I DM you WTF, you know that you're the winner, and you reply back with TFW. You guys get it? So let me break it down for you guys again. One winner every Friday until 2019, January 1st, 2019. All you have to do is be following me on Instagram. Be engaged in my post from my last Halloween upload until anything else I upload after that. I will pick one winner from either the comment section or the like section of my post. I will DM you WTF with a question mark. Your reply should be FTW. If you do not reply with FTW, you will not get the money. It will go on to the next one. I'll DM somebody else, okay? So that's what we're doing. Alright, and I will announce when I am DMing you guys in my Instagram story, so you could check my Instagram story to make sure that you're on time, or if someone claimed it, if someone didn't claim it, but you only have 24 hours to claim it. So if I message you at 12 o'clock, if you don't message me back by 12 o'clock the next day, on to the next one. So keep an eye out, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to hit me twice, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.